Volunteers were there from the very beginning, that we recruited them, within the first year. There were quite a few recruited in Sheffield, and some of them have remained with us throughout the next, the following 5 years. So they've been there from the beginning, and their roles developed from co-running groups with us to very quickly kind of creating their own activities and social events. And a number of our groups have become independent of us now and are self-run. So there's a definite kind of transition, and an important part of our legacy and sustainability is the groups that will continue after we've finished. So that's been absolutely key, and our volunteers have been on our community engagement groups and our stakeholder groups and our Charter for Change group as well, and represented the project and the learning from the project at the Houses of Parliament, with local MPs, with lots of different stakeholders. They've gone and had visits and really shared their view of the project and their understanding of the learning, which is really important. It gives a great strength and credibility to everything that we've been doing.
Having worked in like substance misuse treatment services before and used the term like client service users, we call them participants, but it feels very different. It feels like they participate in a wider program, in a wider sense. So
yeah, it's important that, isn't it? The
language. Definitely. So even that word just represents something different that I would see a service user in a treatment service, somebody turning up to a clinical setting and just being seen by a caseworker, because the program delivers so much more. It does feel like they're part of the program.
We were very fortunate to engage with quite a lot of volunteers quite quickly as well, and I think that that really, I suppose, kind of assisted or helped in the other work streams to bring more people in, because of course I remember right at the very beginning one of our first volunteers challenged me and why you don't employ anyone over 50, and we had this sort of kind of quite frank conversation at a volunteer meeting about, well, actually we do have 2 staff over 50, but it's not like we're not discriminating, it's actually that's what we recruit for, the best people. But it kind of was a wee bit of a warning shot for me to go, well, actually we need to be mindful that it's not too youth focused in terms of our outlook. The staff wouldn't do that, I know they wouldn't, but it was interesting. So I think we really kind of concentrated efforts getting more volunteers in at that point. I've got a handful of people sitting still within Drinkwise Age Well Glasgow who were there, one of the first people that we ever got a referral for in the DES team as part of our Charter for Change advocacy group. One of our first volunteers is now a staff member, and so there's people who have been here the whole, actually longer than some of the staff have been here, which I think is an amazing achievement. But I've said it so many times, we wouldn't have been able to do half as much as we could have done without the participants and the volunteers, because it was very much a co-produced, we did everything together.